Okie dokie. Yeah, I welcome you all once again to today's training, today's class. My name is Jaaziah Peters, if you're meeting me for the first time, and today I'm going to be taking you on my number one trading strategy, my trading style, how I trade the market every time. So, now one thing you need to know is that the marketplace is like a battlefront where everybody comes to get their own share of the dollar. So and one thing that is synonymous in battles is strategy. If you go to battle, if you go to war without a strategy, you are not likely to win. You're gonna lose or die. So there must be a strategy. If you watch those ancient Korean films or those war films, you see generals strategizing. Like if you watch Jumog, go and watch Jumog. It's an old film, but you see a lot of strategies there where people are strategizing on how to take a town. So that is how the forex market is. You must have a strategy. When you watch forex adverts, they will just tell you when the chart is going up, buy. When the chart is coming down, you sell and you make money. When you come into it, you discover it's not that easy. So you need a strategy. So developing your strategy takes time. A lot of us, while coming to the market, or when we learn how to trade in the beginning, we learned with different kind of stuff. We've tried several stuff, several indicators. Some time ago, someone in the group, in this group, chatted me up and was like, he wants to introduce a forex robot to the group. That it is allowed, and I said yes, that's no problem. So from allowing, so he now said, okay, a way of showing favor that he's going to give me some indicators, and which he did, and I appreciate that. But since then, I didn't even open it. I'm sorry about that because I don't trade with the indicators. So because we've used all sorts of indicators, holding Japan, moving average. Think of RSI, MACD. I can't even remember their names anymore. So we've tried all sort of indicators, zigzag, you know, and before we now eventually say now no more indicators. You understand it? It took years to get here. Jungle don't mature. It's not a day's job. It's not a one day thing. You understand that? So it took some time before we got here. So right now I trade with a plain chart, just looking at the price action, and the only indicator I use is the moving average. Once I plot my 200 period moving average and the 50 period moving average, which I expect that you should be able to plot it on your own, you should know how to plot it. So, and if you don't know, well, I don't want you to just assume that everyone is at the same level. In case you don't know how to plot your 200 and uh, your 200 moving average and the 50 period moving average, just go to YouTube and type it. How to plot the 200 period moving average on your chart. So now the moving average I use is the simple period moving average, the SMA, not exponential or any other one. Do you understand it? And I always like to make this clear. When I say I use a simple, I'm not saying that is the best. No. Do you get it now? I'm not saying that is the best. I'm telling you what I use. I'm sharing my strategy with you. I'm not saying my strategy is the best strategy. I'm not saying any other moving average doesn't work. No. Do what works for you. This is what I use. Do you get it now? So it's like in the days of the Bible when David wanted to fight Goliath. Saul was trying to protect him, and he gave him some iron shield, iron armor, so that Saul would not be able to penetrate him, to protect him. But and give him a sword, because when you go to fight, you're supposed to use a sword. But when the guy wanted to move, it was awkward. He couldn't move with it. So he said, I have not tried this. I have not tested this before. So he said they should please remove all this iron armor. So he now went to the river stream and selects 5 smooth stones with his catapult. The Bible calls it sling. That is what he's used to. You get now? So this is what I'm used to. After trying every other thing, and I use the SMA, not exponential. Not because I've not used exponential before. but I decided to settle for this. You know what? I tried this. You know, they used to say that Toby Robai to local community college to that or something like that. So if you, and it's vice versa. When you've tried some women, different kind of women, then you know the best woman for you, then you'll be able to settle for one. So I'm not advocate. Let me just leave marital issues anyway, so you can decide. You can conclude on anything you want to conclude. I don't have time to explain. Okay, so now back to the charts. So now when we start from the monthly basis. Now most of the time when I'm doing my analysis on YouTube, I do not show all these areas because I've done them behind the scenes, so I just don't do it. But now because I want to show you my strategy right from the beginning, so I'm doing it. So I moved to the monthly time frame, then I mark out the zones. So I mark out my zones. So what is the highest point you can see? It's from this highest week I put it there. That's the highest we can see in that month. Then what is the lowest we can see? This is here. You understand now? So this took several months for the candle to move in this range. So now we've been able to, so on the monthly, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it took 9 months for the candle to go from top to bottom in this range. So now after we've done this, we can see clear. So we can see one more zone here. So we can put one more here like this. You see that now? So now we are good. So we move to the weekly time frame. Hope you're with me. So move to the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, we can now see the market clearly. That okay, this is the range we think the market is going to play. So it's either it comes back from this point to this down here, or it goes up here. Do you understand? So it makes you can now see the market clearly. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to draw a trend line. So now I'm trying to, today is Sunday and the market is going to open this night. So we are preparing for Monday's trade. So, and this is gold. I'm on gold. So we're trying to know, should we enter buy tomorrow or should we enter sell, or when do we know when to enter buy or when to enter sell? So that's what we're trying to find out now. So this is how I trade. So, and I have an open mind. I don't say it must be buy, it must be sell. No, I play based on chart pattern. You get it now. So now I put a trend line here. So when I put this trend line here, now let's go back to that monthly time frame and see what we find. Now on the monthly time frame, one thing you can notice is that this market was coming from a bullish trend. You understand? It was coming from a bullish trend. Then it's now transitioned to a bearish trend when it got to this place. But it has not really entered the bearish trend because it just hit the 50 period moving average. The 200 period moving average is still downwards. That's not what hit the 200 period moving average. So and we know that the 50 period moving average is the middle of the market, like it could be equilibrium in the middle of the market. So now on the monthly basis, it has not entered downtrend. Are you getting what I'm saying? But it was coming here. So now it has not entered. So but when it hits the 50 period moving average, it bounces up. Now it has broken the trend line on the monthly. So there's a likelihood that this market is going to retrace a bit to fill some orders, then go back up to continue the uptrend on the monthly basis. So let's go back to the weekly and see what we can find there. Now so now this is what I'm trying to say now. So now it's likely that this market is just going to fill back down a bit, retrace down a bit and go up. So, but that will take several months or years, or let me just say several months for that to happen or play out. So now, but what we can see here is that the market, as on the weekly time frame, it hits the 200. Now the red is the 200 period moving average, and the green is the 50 period moving average. So now, the market has broken outside this trend line. Now it has broken this structural area. Then now one thing I know is this. How would I put this? Okay, let me leave that. Now the market has broken this. So now for this time frame, I think we are done with this. So let's move to the daily time frame. So now we're now here at the daily time frame. So now, before I took a sell last week, this is what I did. Now, before these three red candles showed last week, I drew a trend line here on the daily time frame. Now, somebody will say this is a steep trend line, but I want you to check something. Check how market has behaved previously. When you come here, if you assuming you have put a trend line here, when the market broke this trend line on a daily basis, on a daily time frame, didn't you see how it went down? Now let's put another one. Let's go back again. Let's assume you have put a trend line here. Let me adjust it. Now, if you have put a trend line here on the daily time frame, before this red candle showed up, and the market broke it, and you enter a sell, didn't you see how long it went? So that's how you read what has the market been doing in the recent times, or you understand now. So look at this place too. Let's assume that all this red candle has not shown, and you draw your trend line straight like it's waiting for the break, and on a daily time frame it closes below the trend line. You now enter a sell. You see how it went? Can you see how everything like that? So it is predictable as it were, based on the previous behaviors. So based on that, what I did was just to draw a trend line. So when you have the market move that has gone steep, very straight like that, so I just put my trend line on the daily time frame. So earlier last week I was just trading GBP USD. So but while I was trading GBP USD, my trend line was already on this chart. I was just waiting for it to close. So the moment I discovered that the first red candle has closed outside the trend line, I started trading gold. So the later part of last week, it was gold we were trading because of this trend that has broken. So now, what is likely to happen now is, oh, that's a mistake. So now, look at this long candle here. So now, the next thing I do is to mark liquidity zones. Now, how will I explain that? That's like another course on its own. Another course on its own. Okay. I don't know now if I should. Okay, let me just continue. This will be a very long tutorial, but please bear with me. Bear with me. So now, as a young trader, they will tell you that market move when you see how do you call it? Is it bullish engulfing pattern? I've forgotten all this market jargon. I don't have all this in my head because I'm not teaching. I'm not a forex teacher. Do you get it now? I'm a forex trader, so all those things I don't cram them in my head anymore. So I forget them. So there was even a day I wanted to say margin call. I was saying call action or something. It was even the person I was trying to explain something to that now did a voice note to remind me that it's called margin call, not call action. So if you've not seen my results in trading, if you hear me say such things, you might just conclude that this guy is a beginner, he doesn't know how to trade. But all those things are just theory. But the practicality is like somebody who go to university to learn mechanical engineer, and at the end of the day, they can repair a car. And we have a local mechanic who cannot speak English, doesn't know how to read computer, but if you take your car there, they will repair it and fix it for you. But the guy who studied mechanical engineering in school can't fix a car. So that's how it is. So there are people who are real traders. They know the market. They know how to trade. But those jargons, it's good to know those jargons. And I knew them, not that I don't know them. But now it has left my head. So I just know, like, if I see a pattern now, I know this pattern. I know what it represents and what will happen. But if you ask me of the name of that pattern, I may not remember again. You understand now? So like all those candlesticks, doji, morningstar, this and that, all those things. I don't remember all those names anymore. But once I see this, the candlestick, I know this candlestick represents also thing. This is what's about to happen in markets from experience. Do you understand? Like for instance, if you see this, don't let me give it. So now the next thing I try to do in analyzing my chart is to mark this liquidity zones, this order block, this area. So this area where you have like a zigzag, like a staircase like this, that's the level. So now what you see here is when the market moved away from this level, all these places, all these kind of places, we call them missing prices. So usually there are missing prices here. So what market will do is after when this candle shows up, the market is supposed to come back to fill that place, like retrace to that place before going up. But now the market did not do that, so there is a missing price. So it's a law. It must come back and fill it in another day. You get it now? So that means this market is still going to retrace back to this place. Are you getting that? So there are missing prices there. So I mark the levels I can find. So this is the level. I mark it there. Then this is another level up there. So now we now move to the 12 hours time frame. So now on the 12 hours time frame, what can we see? There's nothing much going on in the 12 hours time frame. So what we can see now is that level that we marked on the daily basis, on the daily time frame, the level we marked on the daily time frame, there is no moving average here. But by the time we go to 12 hours, we now discover that. That's why each time frame is very important. When we go to 12 hours, we now discover that there is a moving average there, which means moving averages just simply tell you where there are areas of resistance or support zones. You understand? So we now saw that there's a support there, so which means this market will come back and test that 200 moving average. You get it before going up if it ever wants to go up. So we now we go back, we still go down to 6 hours. Let's work 8 hours. Let's work and find 8 hours. Nothing much, same thing. So now, boom, I just saw something now. Now on the 8 hours, we can now see a bearish order block. Let me see. Okay, now let's use the 4 hours. Now on the 4 hour, we can find a bearish order block. Let's use the 8 hour first. Let's use this 8 hours. Okay. Now on the 8 hour, we can see a bearish order block. Here's what I mean by order block. So now, whenever you have a bearish order block like this red candle and the green candle, that's what we call the order block. So there are several patterns of order block. This one too is another block. This green, red, green, that's a bullish order block. So when you see red and green together, it's a bearish order block. So now when the order block has formed, now market does not move until it forms an order block. So now when we see this block pattern has formed now when this block pattern has formed, what market does is to come back to retest that level before going bearish. So which means this market will start buying on Monday, and if it doesn't start buying, we will wait for it to buy because it will come back to test these levels before going back down. So now let's go to the 6 hours so we can find. So not too much in 6 hours, so we go to the 4 hours. So now in the 4 hours, we can see this bearish order block which I've marked on the 8 hours. This is this green and red. That's the order block. So one short green, one long. That's the bearish order block that's from there. So what market is going to do? You see that it has started. The buying has started on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, they see the buying has started. So now this is where the market closes. So this buying will go up like so. The market will come to test up like this. can go up to this level, test it. So everybody will be entering buy. If you want to collect enough orders, so it wants enough, like it's a trap, so to get more people to enter buy position. So once enough, so if enough people, so sometimes when market doesn't play out the way we expect, it's because the market makers have not gotten enough orders that they want or that they need. They want more people to enter buy, so people are not entering buy. So it will keep going up until more people enter buy. It wants to sell, but it will not start selling until more people enter buy. Then it will not start selling, so that a lot of people lose, and when they lose, they make their money. So it takes a lot of experience once you have known what you are expecting from the market. So now, what is supposed to happen is this market will first of all go and buy, and cut, because a lot of people now, there are some people who trade with trend lines, um, moving average, I beg your pardon. So like if you watch YouTube videos, they'll tell you once the market has closed below, the candlestick have closed below 50 moving average, enter a sell. So most people will start entering sell here. So the market, and when they enter sell here, they'll put their stop loss somewhere here around here. You see, they'll put their stop loss here. Let me put a something there. So they'll put their stop loss somewhere here. So when they enter sell in this place, they'll come and put stop loss somewhere here. Or they can move stop loss to somewhere here. So what the market will do is to come first of all. So when people are entering sell, going up to go and cut all their stop loss, will cut all their stop loss, or all of them will lose. So when it has gone very up and cut all their stop loss, then it will not start going where it wants to go. You get it now? So that's what usually happens. So now these two things that will now happen. When is this busy cutting stop loss, some other people will see that market is buying, and they will now start entering buy. They will start entering buy. So buy will now be plenty. The people that enter sell, their stop loss is cut off. The people that have not in the market before, they start entering buy. So now when it has gotten to somewhere here or somewhere here, then it now starts coming back down, form, and going back down. So now me already know that I expect this market to go down. So when it's going through that buy, I don't enter buy. I leave it. So now what I can now do again is to put another trend line up here. So on this 4-hour time frame, I put another trend line up like this. So on the 4-hour time frame, there's another trend line there. So I expect this to come and test the trend line, break it a bit, then form a bearish candle and come down. So if we're going to enter sell, this will be our entry. Let me change this candle, this rectangle color. Let me change it to something like this. So you see this orange place, or yellow, or whatever color is that. So that's where our entry is going to be from. So we're just going to wait for the price to come to that place, then we enter sell from there. So let's go down and see this 3 moving average. That 3 hours time frame H3, then the H2. You can see them clearly now in H2. So 15 minutes. So it's already going there now. So that's what it's going to do. So now somebody who is like a typical scalper can enter buy from here. Let me look from the caution. So a typical scalper can enter buy from here and exit somewhere here. And that's really much. Let me see. That's like 100 pips. No, this is gold. That's like 100 pips, I'm telling you. So someone can enter buy. Someone can enter buy from somewhere here like this and just trace it here and still cash like 70 pips and make good money. You get it now? But if you now try to hold it, say let me make more, the market will trace on you and you short. So to be on the safer side, it depends on you. If you are how aggressive you are, or how, I don't know how to put it. So someone can do it. I used to do it before, but sometimes I stop it. So you can enter buy and just wait. You don't enter buy and go to work, or enter buy and leave the chart in this kind of market. If you enter buy, you sit down there and you're watching it, because you can say to get here, you don't get there, but I'm expecting the market to enter this yellow zone, break this trend line a bit, then start selling. So I think that's about that. So now one more thing I can explain is this. Okay, so maybe in my next video I'm going to explain order block. I will explain order block in detail so that I can understand that. So now, okay, now on the this is 12 minutes time frame. Now on a 12 minutes time frame, we can see one order block here. This is this long red candle and a short green candle. So that's another block on the 12 minutes time frame, the lower time frame. So if you mark that like that, so we'll be expecting this price to come inside that place and test it. Once you see a rejection, like a candle, a wick that goes down, a rejection, then you enter sell from there and trade the market down. You get it now? So you put your stop loss above, maybe above this level, this place, because this is another block that is here. This candle that you see there. This is another block. This grain protection. So I'll explain all that block maybe in my next video. I hope you understand this chart analysis I just did and how I trade. And I think that helps you. So now I was explaining something like missing price. Let me show you. So now let me zoom out. Go now, go right. This one. These are on common. Let me mark it so that I'll be there. And I'm marking market. Don't mark it this. Okay, so this is where I'm coming. Now look at this place now, this long candle now. This is where I'm saying that they are missing prices. So this price went up and never came back to fill those prices. It's going to come back down to fill the space in. So it will be somewhere. Oh, let me put a horizontal line there so that we know where it is. So this is the place now. So price is going to come back to fill on this place. Let me change the color of that horizontal line. So let's put color like this color now. So this is this horizontal line. So let's go back. So let's go to the market. So this is where market is now. So which means this price now will fall down to come and touch this line before it will go bullish if it wants to go bullish. Are you getting it now? So these are only 12 hours, 12 minutes time frame, the lower time frame. So that's what we're expecting. So now let's now go back to it. So this is now the weekly time frame now. So we're expecting this market, this red that is coming down to still come down a bit to this place. You see it? So what can I do now? So we expect this market to still sell to touch this line that I put on the 12 minutes time frame before going up. If it will go up. But I'm expecting to go up. So that will happen maybe it might take 2 weeks before that plays out. But that's further. So next week Sunday, I'm going to explain order block and how you can trade off order block, because these things took years for me to learn it and master it. Yeah, so having said all of that, thank you so much for joining in tonight. I hope you find value. I hope this training was helpful to you. I'm sorry about the audio is not too clear, so I hope you can strain your ears to hear what I was trying to explain. So now before I go, let me talk about my signals. Now if you're tired of burning accounts, you're tired of losing in the forex market, or you want to avoid losing because all of us came into the market with high hopes and expectation, hoping that when we start trading within the next 1 month, we're going to make some good money. But to be surprised that our account got burnt and the money is gone. So, and you keep seeing other traders who are successful, you wonder how are they doing it. So it took years and persistence to become profitable. But if you're a newbie, you might not know, and I'm telling you that accounts do burn. But most times people will not hear until it happened to them. Then they now say, okay, let me try this. No, what I discovered about life is most people you see that do rituals, sometimes you wonder how will someone kill their mother or their children or their wife to do money ritual. See, they have tried. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just analyzing it, how it happens. Is because they've tried several stuff and failed. They have tried it, they have struggled severally and failed. Tried this, it didn't work. Tried that, it didn't work. Tried this one, it didn't work out. They'll be like, okay, let me even try this ritual self. Do you understand it? So most of the time when you hear someone talking about use my link, I'll give you signals, use my link, I'll give you signals, most of the time people don't answer. They will not mind you until when they have burned their account. They will not be like, let me even try this guy self, let's try this guy. Do you understand it? So that's how it always happens. So I'll be here waiting. Maybe I'm not wishing you bad, or maybe you should burn your account, but peradventure you eventually burn your account, you can still come back and try my signals. So what I'm offering you is sure signals that has 80% accuracy. Sure signals, which means if you take 10 trades, 8 of them are likely to be winning trades. Sure signals. So, and my signal goes for 80,000 naira on a monthly basis. So if you want to be getting my signals, you'll be paying me 80,000 naira every month, and I'll be giving you sure signals regularly on a weekly basis that will make you profitable. But I have other options. If you don't have that money, they'll say, okay, or you don't want to pay that money, you can still get my signals for free, like 100% free, without any hidden charges. All you need to do is to use my link. My referral link is a referral link of Xness, to register, open an account with Xness and fund the account. A lot of you here have actually used my link to register, but you refuse to fund it. You didn't fund it. So it's not enough to use my link to register. You must fund your account and start trading on the account. Do you understand? Don't just fund it and leave it there. Fund it and start trading, and I will start giving you sure signals. Even if you have other account with another broker, it doesn't stop you from opening an extra account with Xness, and that will qualify you to get sure signals that will make you profitable if you use my link. If you use my link, there's an if there. Don't just go to xness.com and go and register with them and you now come and tell me that you've opened an account with Xness. No, use my link. I'm going to drop the link into the group. You use that link to register, then I'll give you signals. You screenshot your account and show me that, okay, I have used your link to register and I've funded with so amount. Now the minimum amount you should fund the account with if you want to qualify for my signals is $30 minimum. It can be up to, I always recommend $150 and above. If you can fund your account with $150, now that $150, to know how much it will be in naira, is to times it by the current exchange rate of Xness, which is 337 point something. So I approximated it. I say is it 338 or something? Just go to their website and just click the area where you find a currency converter of currency calculator or something like that, so you can convert it. But check the group, sure. So you times it by your, maybe you want to fund your account with $150, so just say 150 times 739, and that will give you the amount in naira, and just fund your account with that. So once you fund your account with $150, it will qualify you for a lifetime access to my signals forever, till death do us part. By the grace of God, we'll live long, so you'll be getting sure signals. But if you fund your account with $30, I'm going to give you 6 months free signals. 6 months free signals. So I've cancelled the $10 because I know that if you fund the account with $10, you will eventually burn the account. So why should I encourage you to do that because I want to get money? No, I don't want to do that. Because if you use your account, as long as you use my link to register as a referrer, Xness will give me a token, a commission token for bringing somebody, from referring somebody. It's like you introduce somebody to, you bring a customer, they now decide to give you a discount. Do you understand it? So, but in this case now it's commission. They'll give you some commission for bringing somebody. Do you understand it? That somebody came through you. I believe you guys are aware of that. You understand the system. So it's a referral link. So even if it's $10 you fund the account with, because it is my link you use, I'm the one who brought that customer, Xness will still give me some token, but your account will burn. I can guarantee you that, because $10 is too small and you are not a pro. You can see people on YouTube who turn $10 to $1,000, but you don't know how many times they did it. You know, they are recording video, so maybe when they tried it the first time, the account burned. It won't upload that video, it will burn, it will start again, because they have money, they can spare that $10, and $10 is small money abroad. Do you understand it? So even Nigeria is small money. It depends. $10 is like, maybe it's not up to 10,000 naira self. You get it now? So somebody can spare that. So, okay, let me just use this. So you don't, it is like gambling, and forex is not gambling. Forex is not gambling. Banks do forex trading, institutions do forex trading, billionaires of the world do forex trading. It's not gambling, it's a skill. The way you go and learn mechanic, you go and learn how to ride a car, is a skill that needs to be learned. Forget about what they show you in adverts. You know, when you watch adverts on forex traders advertising, they'll tell you when it's going up you buy, when it's coming down you sell, and you make money. It's not that easy, my friend. How do you know when it's going up? How do you know? It's not that easy. So it's a skill. It's a skill, and it takes years to master it. To learn how to trade, it doesn't take long. In 1 week, I can teach you how to trade. 1 week, I'm telling you the truth. 1 month, I can teach you how to trade. But to master how to trade, it takes years to master it. It takes years to master it. I'm telling you the truth. It's a skill. So if you put $10 in your account, you're going to burn and blow the account. You will waste that money. So I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. So that is why I stopped it. So if you fund your account with $10, don't expect to give you any signal, because no matter the signal I give you, you will eventually burn the account. I can guarantee you. So the minimum I encourage is $30. $30. So you fund your account with $30. Make sure you calculate it with the current exchange rates, and make sure it is $30 in your account. You send me the screenshot. I will add it to the Telegram group. I have a Telegram group. So once I add it to the Telegram group, you will start getting signals. Now the good thing about this is I don't just give you signals and walk away, even though that is the deal we have. Our deal is use my link to register and I'll give you signals. That's the deal we have. So once I give you signals, I've fulfilled my part of the deal. But no, I go the extra mile by guiding you. I guide all my clients, all my VIP clients. So once you use my link to register, I can't just my VIP clients. So I guide you. Is the trade I'm taking, I'll make you trade, I'll make you take. I'll guide, I'll ask, okay, what's your account balance? So to know the lot size you're supposed to use, that will not be too big for your account balance, because lot sizes will eventually burn your account if you take too much of a big position. If you over leverage, then your leverage again. I just try to guide my traders to make sure they are profitable at the end of the day. Do you understand it now? So I don't just give you signals and walk away. We'll be working together and ensure that you're profitable, and by the grace of God you will smile. Do you understand it? Provided you are disciplined enough to follow instructions. So I encourage you, I advise you. It's not by force, so I'm not forcing you and I'm not begging you at the same time. I'm just encouraging you that live this low life, live the crowded level, come to the level of the big boys by getting sure signals and grow your account to thousands of dollars. And the way the dollar is increasing, the truth is, it's not as if dollar is increasing. No, it is naira that is actually falling, because in the statistics of the world market, dollar is actually becoming weaker. Do you understand it? They are in a depression. Dollar is becoming weaker, but naira is becoming weaker or weakest. So I don't know how to explain that. So it is naira that is actually depreciating, not dollar is going up. It's naira that is falling. Naira is falling, not dollar going up. So, but whichever way it is, as our economy in Nigeria is getting worse, we will be smiling because we are not dependent on the economy of Nigeria. We are earning our money, our income in foreign currencies. That is the beauty of forex. So, but this is not going to happen if you don't know how to trade or you're not getting sure signals. So with that being said,
I'll drop the link into the group. Use the link to open an account with XNext. Fund your account with $30 minimum, or $150 and above, and I'll add it to Telegram group. Let's win together. Let's go together. I'll see you guys next week Sunday. Now I have 3 topics I'm supposed to teach you guys. Please, I need someone to write it into the group, so that I want to be sure that people listen to this and write it out. I want to teach you order block, how to trade with order block and understanding order block, because these things took me years to learn it, so it's not something I can just teach you in one training. So now I want to teach you how to use Forex Factory in correlation with your trading, and my FX book. So that's 2. Then number 3, I've forgotten the third thing I want to teach you. So I don't know. So I'll see you guys later.